everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at a fairly new Oracle deck. It's been out about 5 months, so not quite 6 months yet. It was released last fall, mid-September 2023, according to Amazon, and I'm recording this mid-February 2024, so it's about 5 months, 5.5 months-ish. It's called Classic Horror Oracle. 50 Cards and Guidebook by Ricardo Diseno. Discover truth and inspiration in the dark. So Classic Horror Oracle is in a rectangular hard case box. There's a few cards on the back. The publisher is Chronicle Books. The Classic Horror Oracle harnesses the energies and dark truths of 50 iconic horror movies to offer guidance, inspiration, and inner strength in a world weirder than most people imagine. So the cards are based on different movies. And then the box, there's a thumb hole. It's one of those where it slides out. And then inside is just red. And it does come with a guidebook, and we'll take a look at the guidebook more in depth after we look at the cards. Cards are underneath, and it's just red inner lining. Slide back in. It is hard case. The only thing about this type of packaging is it slides out. So if you were to carry it or transport, you have to kind of put a rubber band or something around the top so that won't come sliding out on you. It is bound with a harder cardboard-like paper. It's harder, not one of those thin papers, so that's nice, thick. I'm going to toss that. Here are the backs. Looks like the devil, Capricorn, goat, right? So it's not reversible. Sides are not gilded, so no gilding. It's quote-unquote papery, medium cardstock. And they look like they're larger than the traditional tarot card size. Let's see here. Yeah, they're taller and wider. All right, so definitely larger cards, which usually most Oracle cards are. And they're listed in alphabetical order, it looks like, since they're starting with the A. So starting out, we have animal. Let me zoom back out a little bit so that it's not cutting off the edges. Okay, boogeyman. Book. The call. Cat. Celebration. Children of the night. Combination. Curse. Dance. I do like the key words though. The deep. Devil. Dinner. Ugh, there's a saw, chainsaw. Dreams. Earth. Egg. Escape. Experience. Face. Family. Fate. I can't read this. What does it say? Fertility. Fertility. Fire. Flight. Forbidden. Friendship. Genius. Grief. Harvest. Help me. Wow. Hunger. Ice. Illness. Lies. Love. Mask. Midnight. Nature. Neighbors. Obsession. The other side. Shock. suspicion, trap, trickster, twins, warrior, water, wonder of the world. King Kong's in here. And the woods is the last card. Here's another look at the backs. Let's take a look at the guidebook. This is a harder cover. Introduction. Horror movies intuitively work on the premise that things can go wrong, really wrong, super wrong at any time, and that the world is a much weirder place than most people realize. There can be a strength in sensing this, a sort of subconscious preparation for the hopefully metaphorical murder clowns, vengeful spirits, or zombie hordes of everyday life. Horror movies can also play in the imagination like folk or fairy tales, tapping into a tradition of storytelling that is nested deep, sometimes even with a similarly grim cautionary aspects. Never go down into the basement. Oracle decks use these elements: intuition, the subconscious, imagination, storytelling to help provide direction, albeit often with a focus on the positive spin. Horror fans know better. This deck aims to provide truth and inspiration from the dark energies of 50 classic and modern classic horror films. Have fun with it. Ask it questions. Peer into your future. Seek spiritual guidance and insight just like you would from a Ouija board. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Ouija board is supposed to not be a good thing, right? About the decks, sample layouts for readings. I don't think I would use it like a Ouija board. Single card reading, past, present, future. The pentagram. The Harvest Man. So they do give you sample layouts, and then there's about the films. The cards. And then it goes into the card. So you do get a full page, full-size picture, color picture of the card, the title, and then about the movie. Island of Lost Souls, directed by Earl C. Kenton, and then the year 1932. Wow. What is the law? When dealing with others, assuming one's superiority can lead to cruelty or worse, the exertion of power by fear or force. The feeling that one is or knows better than anyone else can be mitigated through empathy. Recognizing what we have in common with one another. Aren't we all hopeful animals in some form? So they do give you an upright meaning and reverse meaning. Well, questions, right? Upright, what rules apply here? Must they be obeyed? Reverse, instinctive energy need not be impulsive, though it can be. All right, so for each card, they tell you what is the movie. Like this one, the Boogeyman's from the movie Halloween, and then who's directed by, and the year the movie was released or came out, and then I guess a phrase or quote, and then you get a paragraph, and an upright, and then reverse. So upright is confront the situation head on. Reverse is escape and avoid for now. Be ready the next time. So how I plan on using this, like how I use most of my oracle cards, is as clarifiers in my tarot reading, or if I just, need to, just pull using it as a standalone, but I'm not going to use it like as a Ouija board like they suggest. Okay, so here's the author, Ricardo Diseno, and then Steve Marcus is the editor. I guess he's the author. Oh, illustration. So Ricardo is the illustrator, and Steve Mark, I don't know. He's the editor. Well, there's their info right there. All right, so it's nice that they give you color, pages. What does this say? The Shiny, directed by Stanley Kubrick, 1980. Come play with us. Consider the space you are inhabiting and the effect it has on you and others. Good energy may be neutrally arrived at or the result of effort. Bad energy may be inbuilt, a curve steeper than a hex carpet pattern. There are two ways to approach most situations, related but individual. The solution need not be as dull as all one or the other. Upright emphasize work, reverse emphasize play. Twins. All right, so let's zoom out and we will shuffle, clear the deck, and let's shuffle. Now it's long, so it's a little bit too big of a stretch for me, although I can shuffle this way. It's a little uncomfortable, so it's easier if you have petite hand to hold it the long way or the vertical way to shuffle, or you can just shuffle like this. The card has bowed in. I don't know if you guys can tell that. It's bow. It's not flat, so it's harder for me to do it like this. See, it's kind of like concave in. All right. Trying to flip it the other way. All right, let's see. I think it will riffle shuffle. If your hands are large enough, they will. Yeah. Yep, they will. It's just a little harder on petite hands. So, all right. Let's pull a card. These would be great to use around Halloween also. If you do readings for Halloween parties, or if you're just doing readings in general, you're looking for Halloween themed decks. This will work, but I'll probably use it year round. All right, so can we get a card for the collective who may be viewing this video? What is going on? What do they need to know? Can we get a message? Let's get a message. Message for the collective viewers. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. What the heck? They're all trying to get them. All right. They're all like mixed up here. All right. A message, a collective message for the viewers of this video. There. Nice and clear. Message for the collective. What is going on with this deck? Is it just me not having control because they're too long? Or is it the energy? All right. Let's try this again. I don't usually have this hard time shuffling. I need to smudge the deck. Let's smudge the deck with sage. All right. All right. A message for the collective. Message for the collective. Okay, I feel it's this one. Celebration. I'm hearing Cool in the Gang in my head. All right. Excuse me. Celebration. Celebration. So it must be before H, right? Right here. So let's zoom in so you can see nice and tight. Carrie. Directed by Brian de Palma, 1976. They're just trying to trick me again, I know. It can be easy to find ourselves pushed beyond our personal limits, especially when drenched in a bucketful of others' cruelty and ignorant misjudgment. Venturing out with a sense of optimism comes with the risk of bitter disillusionment, and we may find ourselves lashing out even at those who've tried to help us all along. A celebration can turn into a nightmare. Upright, practice self-care, avoid overextending yourself. Reverse, nothing venture, nothing gain. All right, so there's some celebration, but it sounds like self-care is needed, and to avoid overextending yourself, perhaps, for events, commitment, celebration. Okay, interesting message. I remember that movie, Carrie, vaguely. All right, so hopefully that resonate for someone out there. That's the message for someone. Ooh, we have trap, flight, midnight. Ooh, interesting. This yeah, would be a fun deck for around Halloween. Probably not everyone will resonate because it is a horror theme, but like I said, the keywords is good. Or if you're doing shadow work, right? If you're doing shadow work readings, you know, it's not always nice and pretty and fluffy and warm and fuzzy. Sometimes we have to look at the shadow side so we know how to heal it, how to release it. All right, so I hope you enjoy that. As usual, I will put the link in the description for those who are interested in purchasing it or checking it out, reading more about it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.